1849. Worst case stop, 1833. Again, when you take it, if it triggers 1849, I'm trying some right here. Worst case stop, guys, 1833. You've got to do the math like we teach, okay? In other words, expect it when you grab 1849. You expect it to hit 1833 in the next minute. That's how you know how many shares to buy, okay? We do have another catalyst here to the left of 1855. If it can get above that, people might say, okay, I guess this bounce is for real. And you might get some more people piling in. But right now, my line in the sand is right here. It wasn't a bad risk reward as far as trigger and stop. 16 cents. It's trying to work here, guys. If we can get through 1855, that would be above the high. We're through 1855, so it's above the high of this first bounce. Breaking out of this little base here. Now I'm to the point I'm not going to let it cost me, okay? Because it's done what I was hoping it would do. Trying to be patient here. Somebody asked about hard stops. I usually, when I'm in a trade like this, I don't put the hard stop in. I just sit here with my finger on the trigger to protect it. Market's trying to bounce here too. That could help us. Stop. So if nothing else, a small gain, and maybe we get lucky and this thing doesn't look back to our entry on the rest. Just showing you real quick before I go to lunch and turn the mic off. AGO still hanging in there. It's kind of a tight base. My 1849 stop on the last half is held so far. Certainly not thrilled with the S&P here. Kind of diving down, trying to take out the lows of the day. These are 2-minute candles. Like I said, getting ready to go to lunch. But if I could get a breakthrough this 1870 area, there might be some more upside. I hate to fight them. It's because the market flirting with lows of the day. Hopefully I'll come back from after lunch. This is a nice little pop here now. Hopefully I'll come back from after lunch and my stop on the last quarter has held. Even if it gets stopped out, it's slightly green. And maybe an accidental home run on that last quarter. Always hope for those, but my number one goal when taking any trade is get to break even, put some money in my pocket as quick as I can. All right, so I'll be back on the mic after lunch. 69 stop below this candle here. So worst case, 20 cents in the green on the rest. But I got 75 cents on some, so it ended up being a nice trade. I popped back in here and saw that spike and wanted to let everybody know. Certainly, anytime you get a spike like that, make sure you pay yourself. Ahmed, that's very nice. Congratulations. That's a great trade. Okay, I'll be back on the mic later. Sorry about that. I just wanted to interrupt you during lunch because I want to let you know about that spike. Well, it's still the lunchtime slowdown. But Kim, anytime you can take $1 on an intraday trade, you should certainly be proud of yourself. I mean, that's an accidental home run to me if you get $1 on anything. Not counting an Apple or something that trades in the hundreds of dollars, but if you can make $1 on a $19 stock in one day, to me that's an accidental home run. So we grabbed this down here at 1849-ish after this first bounce, and so a nice move there. Again, I still have a few, and I've moved my stop up just below the psychological level of 19, so I've got an 1899 stop on the rest. So it's always nice to have a stop, basically 50 cents in the green on the rest. That's been a fun trade. Now, this thing's very whippy, or can be, this REE, but I don't disagree with Carl. REE basing with the high of day to the left, still hasn't triggered. 1116 idea with about 1104 stop. So we'll keep our eyes on it. Again, I think this one could move pretty quickly. Like that. Yeah, it triggered right there. Again, my worst case stop would be below this base. I ended up not taking it because I was clicking around looking at something else, and these thinner stocks scare me a little bit anyway, but I wouldn't give that more than 5 minutes, 1 or 2 candles, in other words, to get through the high of the day, because anytime we take a base break that's near the high of the day, what we're looking for is pretty quick feedback, right? We're looking for a pretty quick momentum break of this base to take you to, in this case, 1130. And if it can get to 1130 within 5 minutes, I think we have some more upside. If it can't, I'm not willing to hold on or wait unless it hits my stop right away. Again, I didn't take this, but if it can get to the high of the day here, you could have a real nice trade. If not, you know, you don't necessarily have to wait and let your stop work. So I definitely wouldn't give it more than 1 or 2 5-minute candles. For anyone who took this base break now, remember I said 1 or 2 candles, I want to see a high of day break. Here's the trigger candle, here's the second one. So I certainly wouldn't let this cost you now. Again, I didn't take this, but 11.15 should be your line in the sand if it comes back. You know, you've given it 10 minutes to get through the high day. It has climbed, so you're in the green. You just got a high of day break here. So there's no reason this should cost anybody. I would have an 11.15 stop on the rest, and you could already be taking about 15 cents off the table if you're interested. But you still might get some nice upside. But there's another can't lose trade. Again, I didn't join you, but I hope it rips for anyone who's in it. And a great alert by Carl. Very nice, Carl. AGO still holding up well. It's up well over $1 from our entry. My new stop's going below this base now on the rest. I don't have very much left. 19.22. So what is that? Like almost somewhere around 70 cents in the green on the stop on the rest. That's my line in the sand now below this base. I'd like to be selling the last little bit over 20 today. You never know. Anyone in REE from the 11.15 call, guys, you're up over 25 cents. You certainly should pay yourself something and get to a break-even stop here. I didn't take that one, but still a great alert by Carl. Nice teamwork, guys. REE up almost 40 cents here, guys. I'd certainly make sure you lock in some profits. And again, hats off to Carl and congrats to anyone who's in it. There's no way anyone should let this cost you now. I've gone ahead and moved my stop up on my last little bit here to 19.56, okay, on AGO, below this tight base. And if it gets hit, I don't care. You know, that's about almost $1.05, somewhere around $1.05 profit per share on my last little chunk there. So I don't mind if it comes down and hits, but if it does break and make a move to 20, I'll probably be selling up around 20. Otherwise, I still made about $1.05 on the rest of my shares.